everyone, welcome to this week's baby update video. This is our week 28 update, which means we're officially in the third trimester. I cannot believe how fast time has been going by. Connor is moving so much and I honestly love it. It makes me feel way less lonely and super comforting to know that there's a little baby here with me all the time. I honestly really love it. I'm super excited for motherhood and I just think it's gonna be a great new adventure. I know there will be trying times. I'm sure patience will definitely be needed, but I think it'll be really exciting. If you're a new mom expecting, congratulations. I'm so excited for you too. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey. I feel so blessed that so many of you are following along and wanting to know like updates on how I'm doing and how Connor's doing, and it means a lot that you guys are following along and also praying for us. Speaking of prayers, I do actually have a prayer request. I'll get to it a little bit later in the video, but I want to start off with my appointment. I was getting wellness check appointments just once a month until now. So now we're going to be switching to every 2 weeks. So I'll have a lot more to update you guys with. She started measuring me at this last appointment. She said that he's growing normally. She didn't give me any like percentiles or anything like that, but he did have a really strong heartbeat. I had my glucose test this time for the gestational diabetes, as well as I got a tetanus shot, which holy smokes, it's been like 3 days and my arm is so sore. I actually had a bit of trouble sleeping last night because my muscle is like so sore. I did film like a quick video right after I got home from the appointment, so I'll insert that so you guys can get some info on like immediately what happened. So I just got back from my doctor's appointment. Everything actually went really good. The glucose test was really easy. Like it was fruit punch flavored and it wasn't like a big drink, so I drank it really pretty quick right at the beginning as soon as they brought me back to like the doctor's office room, and as soon as I finished drinking it they're like, okay, your hour starts now. Then I met with my doctor and decided to get the Tdap shot, so I got that, but it was so simple. Like I feel like that needle must have been like ultra thin because I didn't even feel it. There wasn't like a sharp pain when the liquid went in like some shots can have, you know. After my hour was up, which seriously went by so fast, I got my blood taken, so I've got my little bandage. There's a purple one today, so that was pretty fun. It went by really quick. We're gonna wait to see the results, but everything seemed to go really good. I have still been so tired. I'm so exhausted right now. I feel like I could just go take a nap.
You want to take a nap?
I'm taking a nap here.
Okay, take a nap right there then.
Good night.
I actually fell asleep before my appointment and I did set an alarm, but I snoozed it, and if it wasn't for my husband texting me saying good luck with my appointment today, I would have missed my appointment. So I had like 15 minutes to get out of bed, get all ready to go. So I guess like positive thing to having to wear masks everywhere is that I only had to do like a little bit of makeup in like this area. I didn't put on any foundation or anything like that. I was like, just concealer, okay, shimmer, mascara, and brows, and that was about it. Hopefully we'll hear some good results back, and yeah, Connor's doing super good. So besides the test and the Tdap shot that we got, I also found out some information that I guess I was told at our 20-week appointment when we did that ultrasound, but we saw a different doctor that day and not my regular midwife, and she didn't explain things like that well, to be honest. We weren't super impressed by that visit, but my regular doctor explained it to me this time. So at our 20-week appointment, I guess they found like a murmur, or like, I don't know exactly how you, like maybe like a flaw in his heart, and I forget exactly what she called it, but she said that it's not really something that we need to worry about. Usually they grow out of it and it's totally fine. There was like 4 other things that she mentioned. If he had these 4 other things, then it could possibly be Down syndrome, but since he didn't have those 4 other things, then he's more than likely okay. But we scheduled an ultrasound for a month from then just to check on it to make sure that it isn't anything more than what they thought and that he is doing good. So I scheduled an additional appointment in September, which actually just changed today. I'll explain to you guys why in a second, but I feel like everything will be okay. She didn't seem to really worry about it, but I could use your guys' prayers on that as well. So hopefully he's doing good and there's no problems. I mean, if there was a problem, it wouldn't change anything. Like we would just deal with it, figure out how to deal with it anyways. But hopefully everything's good and he's healthy. So that's what we are praying for and hoping for. The other thing I was hoping that you guys could pray for us for is with our insurance. I don't know if you remember, if you've been following along like with each video, then you might remember. But in one of my earliest videos, I was talking about how my husband got a new job, which meant that we're switching insurances and there's going to be a 1-month gap. So that gap is coming up here in September. So we might not have insurance in September, and I was making a bunch of calls, and actually it turns out, like, thank you Lord, our new insurance should kick in October 31st, and our current insurance I thought was going to end on August 30th, but they still have it in their books that we're going to be done on September 30th. Can you guys believe that? When she said that, I was like, oh my gosh, what an answer to prayer. Seriously, it's not a permanent thing. It could just be because his previous employer hadn't updated with the books yet. So I'm gonna have to call at the beginning of the week to check and see if we're still eligible with insurance. I did find out how much it costs, like for just our regular wellness check appointments, and it's only $106, and that's without an additional discount that you can get. At least I can get this through my office. They do a discount of 30% if you, or it might be 31%. I'm pretty sure it's 30%. I don't remember. But 30 or 31% if you pay in full within the first 30 days. So we could get that additional discount on top of the 106. And that's like worst case if we don't have insurance. We're also looking into like a backup plan just in case something changes and we end up not having insurance, just so we can have a backup emergency one in case something bigger like an accident or he comes early or something like that happens. And then the backup plan would be to call our health plan here in Oregon, OHP, and see if we could get covered through them. So there are some options, but thankfully, seriously, super answer to prayer that we should be okay. That is the reason why I changed that ultrasound that I was talking about, because we've always gotten billed separately with the ultrasounds, so we pushed that one just a week and a half later. So we're actually going to go to that appointment now on October 1st, which is perfect because our new insurance should be kicking in then. So that's kind of the update on that scenario. Hopefully that all made sense. Insurance is so confusing. Yeah, it was a long day of phone calls. Let me tell you that much. But it's worth it to find out all the information that you can, to have backup plans, especially with it being so close to our due date. I mean, 2.5 months away. That's really, really close. If you guys could be praying that everything goes okay and that insurance stays until September 30th, that would just be amazing. Another fun thing that happened this week, we got to go to my parents for a fun shower. Not mine yet. Mine is in a couple weeks still. I do plan on doing like a little vlog video of that, I think. But I told you guys last week my sister is due about the same time as me. She's having a girl, so we went to her shower and it was so beautiful. Perfect day. Oh my gosh, the weather was absolutely stunning. It was super fun to be able to spoil her. And hi.
Hey, you might switch over to the pickup here in a second, so heads up.
Okay.
So you called, you said?
Yeah, hold on, let me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my husband just called asking all the questions about insurance because I hadn't really talked to him about that yet. And then he just got home from work, so I had to go and say hi to him. I don't remember where we were at, so I guess I'll just move on to the next thing. Honestly, there hasn't been like that many updates, but I do want to mention some concerns for this week. So something that I've noticed starting to happen is I've been getting really, really restless feet. I had problems with restless feet before. I get it from my dad. He has like restless legs super bad, so I inherited that. So I've always dealt with that beforehand, but during pregnancy it has been so much worse. Last night I had to get out of bed for so many different reasons. Like my mosquito bite was itching, so I had to put some itching cream and a band-aid on that so it wouldn't itch as much, and then I had to pee like 5 times last night. It was like crazy, so many times. But then also my feet were just so restless, so I ended up getting up, putting lotion on my feet, which usually helps. Sometimes I feel like they are so bothersome just because they're too dry. I don't know. I've just always noticed that putting on lotion helps. So this time I put lotion on, and I put socks on too, so that way I didn't get lotion like all over the bed and everything. I also noticed that lavender essential oil helps as well. I will often put that in my lotion and then rub that in my feet. And I think just like the aroma helps you fall asleep faster, and then somehow is soothing on the skin as well. It's been kind of my like little hacks with that, but I'm not used to it being so bad during the day. Like, I felt so bad. We had like a church small group the other day, and it's just a small gathering we had at Tony's parents' house, but my feet, It was so frustrating. I could hardly listen to what people were saying because my feet were so antsy. I kept like kicking them up and down and moving them, and at one point I even had to get up just so I could move my feet around, and I just wasn't expecting that during pregnancy. Honestly, that is not that big of a problem in like the grand scheme of things that could be painful or not feeling good during pregnancy. I honestly feel pretty blessed that my biggest issue this last week was restless feet. Anyways, speaking of essential oils, I wanted to touch base on that as well because we've talked about it a little bit in the last two, I want to say like episodes of baby updates. I did talk to my doctor. She said she didn't know of anything medically that connects essential oils to any sort of problem, so you should be fine using essential oils. I would still probably ask your doctor just because I've heard different things. I feel comfortable using essential oils, and I'm not like an essential oil guru by any means, but I do really love my diffuser. I will insert clip and show you guys. I just love it. I think it's so pretty and it works so good, and I love that it's bigger so you don't have to fill it up as often, especially when you're sick or just having a hard time sleeping or feeling congested. The eucalyptus with lavender or peppermint with lavender, or even the eucalyptus with the orange, believe it or not, that has helped so much with sinuses, just sleeping, and just having a nice overall aroma has definitely been wonderful. So I highly recommend them. Again, if you're worried about it, ask your doctor. And I also asked her about the peppermint possible issue with it drying up your milk. She said there was nothing medically that connected that either, but I'm not sure about that one. I think I don't want my milk to dry up, you know? If you guys have heard anything about that, I would love to know your thoughts on it, and honestly your thoughts on essential oils in general. Otherwise, that is, let me make sure that's all my updates. Yeah, otherwise that's most of my updates for this week. There hasn't really been tons of things going on, to be honest. I hope that your baby's doing really good, or if you're just watching for updates on me, I hope you are doing really good. I just ended the video and then realized that we didn't do the bump update, so I'm gonna just insert this in the video sometime when it's most convenient. So let's do the bump update right now. So here's what baby's looking like right now. I feel like he's definitely grown again. You know what's crazy is a lot of the outfits and clothes that I got don't fit me anymore. I'm so just like, there was this really cute black top especially, and I put it on and I was like, this doesn't work anymore. Like it sticks too far out at the bottom, so you see like the belly band of my jeans and stuff. It was so bummed. But anyways, that's our bump update. 28 weeks. Week 1 of the 3rd trimester. Before we go, I do want to show you this super fun gift that someone sent us. This is a mystery person. I don't know who you are who sent us this, but thank you so much. Oh my gosh. How fun is this? Oh my goodness. Batman is my husband's favorite. Mine is Superman. I love the show Smallville. I grew up watching that. I think it has like 12 seasons and I've seen like all of them like 2 or 3 times. Love that show. Any Smallville fans, let me know because I will totally nerd out with you and just talk about how amazing that show is. But Batman is my husband's favorite, so he was super excited to get this, and I'm super excited to get this as well. And honestly, I wish that Connor would be here like before Halloween so he could wear this before Halloween. But my husband was like, it's fine, he's gonna wear that on a normal day anyways. That is so cool. He thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I honestly love the hat. How cute are those ears? They're so cute. And then we also got these little booties. Oh my gosh. Like, stop it. These are adorable, aren't those? So much fun. So thank you so much, mystery person, whoever you are that sent us this. Love it. So that is all from me today, you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below with any questions you might have. I always love when you guys comment and interact. It like makes my day. If you would like to follow me on social media, I will have those posted so you can get references. I also always have them linked down in the description box. So if you want to find them down there, they're there as well. As well as an email. If you don't want to ask me anything on YouTube, you can always email me with questions or anything anything if you would like as well. I'm always here to chat. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Until next week, I hope to see you back again. And if you would like to watch my last week's video, I will have that posted right up next, as well as my other recent newest video if you would like something else to watch. Those two will be fun ones, so those will pop up in just a second. My cheeks are hurting for some reason. That actually feels nice, stretching out or something.